How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Syracuse Aviation. Today we have a huge unboxing and kind of more or less of a wrap-up video of the Airliners International 2023 convention at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Wow. I don't even know where to begin. This was an awesome, incredible, just like words can't describe how much fun I had, how awesome this is. I'm already looking forward to next year because this was crazy. This was really beyond my wildest dreams. I want to thank everyone who made this possible, everyone who was there, everyone who helped organize all of these events, all of the model tables, everything that had to do with the convention. From the bottom of my heart, sincerely thank you. This was amazing. This was just awesome. So we have a lot of stuff to go over today. I'm probably going to start here with the bag of tricks that we got from the convention. So what happened was I was planning originally to do just the walk-in admission. It was, sorry about that. It was like, I want to say $8 a day maybe, $6 or $8 at the door per day, which isn't too bad. As I try to get this camera situated, sorry about that. Which isn't horrible. It's a really good deal in my opinion, but if I did that I would have 2 hours where I was not able to enter the ballroom because officially it started at 12 o'clock, and if I just stuck with the walk-in admission it would be 2 o'clock for me, and I didn't want to miss 2 hours. I didn't want to wait that long, so I got that, as well as the I got the welcome reception pass because of that, as well as a bag of awesome items. I threw some of my other stuff in there too, like safety cards that I got from the planes from this trip. So here's our little badge that we got. This allowed us to get into the ballroom so that they knew we were part of the convention, so that was really awesome. I'm actually going to put this on just so I can feel like I'm still, because as of filming this, the convention's still going on. I had to come back a day early for my brother's graduation, which is very unfortunate, but you got to do what you got to do. So the badge is on. Feeling great. It's gonna make me cry. I couldn't even enjoy the flight back home because it was so melancholy. I had so much fun. I couldn't get over it. I did end up having a pack of Biscoff cookies that I didn't end up eating. I got a Dr. Pepper as well on the way back. We're gonna get the safety cards done and over with. Just to get to the more interesting stuff that actually came from the convention. So we're gonna start with the Embraer 175 safety card from Syracuse to Philadelphia. Got the 321 Neo from Philly to DFW, not Detroit. And then the A319 on the way back, direct from Dallas to Syracuse. So those are pretty good. They're not in the best shape, but they're not horrible. So, a safety card is a safety card, so pretty awesome. This was by the TV that Mr. Chris Slimmer had going on. He's the guy that runs the show. Really awesome guy. Huge thanks to him for getting this all together. He had a really awesome bunch of Braniff ads running together. I'm going to make a pile off to the side so it's easier to know what we've gone over. This bag came with a Delta 757-300 safety card. That was really awesome to see. I really like that. Very happy with that. Sweet. Next up, we have, oh yes, this is the flight operations guide. I don't know what we got in here. This is like all your Gemini ads and more or less of the schedule. I guess the flight plan is what they mean by schedule. So, wow, the collectible show is going on Saturday too. Wait a minute, it started on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yes, okay, yeah, I knew that. Sorry. So let's see. There's some airport maps. Here is I'm going to try to get this in here. Here's the ballroom on the left, map of the ballroom. I missed this already. This was so good, guys. The words can't describe how awesome this was. Get to Kansas City next year. I believe it's June 26th through 29th. Definitely try to get there. It will not disappoint, I promise. Got some awesome postcards here. Bunch of various items. I'm trying to hurry along because I know this stuff is maybe not as interesting to you guys, but to me, I gotta show it because it was part of the convention and I can't leave any of this out. I can't forget it. I don't know why I left this sealed. I should have worn it during the convention, but it is what it is. Jet tip, remove before flight. What do you call it? Little pendant thing there. We have a pen from Flyman Models. I can't remember which table that was. I know Texan Airplane started some pens. I think I forgot to get one, that's fine. Just some various advertisements here. The rest of this we don't have to go through because it's not really anything too special. This here is a timetable from Empire Airways. Now, I cannot believe, I don't know, I freaked out when I saw this in the bag because I've been looking at getting some of these on eBay. I've been looking into it for a while now, and I didn't think anyone really cared about Empire. I didn't think anyone really knew about Empire, but basically, long story short, they were a huge airline in the state of New York, into Massachusetts, a little bit as well, in DC. Even up into Montreal, as it shows there. Huge out of Syracuse and Utica, Rome especially, which is really cool. So it's very special to me. I'm hoping Aero Classics makes a model. I should have asked the boys at Aero Classics yesterday while I saw them, but I forgot to, so there's that. Mr. Red River Aviation had a bunch of these. I don't know where he got them from. Card from America West Airlines, so looking really nice. Really heavy piece of metal. That's awesome. Another remove before flight thing from West Coast Diecast. Really awesome. Some more postcards. I won't go through all of them because it's just going to take too long. In this package are all from Dallas-Fort Worth, if I'm not mistaken. Is what I was told anyways. And that's it for the bag. I don't think there's anything I'm forgetting. If there is, I apologize. I know a lot of you guys were there, so you probably would know if there is something missing. So, let's get into the models now. So, I'm going to start with this one just because it's on top, it's convenient. So, this is the Gemini Jets Delta Convair CV880 from 2004. So, this is a really cool one. Long story short, what ended up happening is I was given this. As you can see, it says nose gear broken and glued on poorly. This is a Seattle model aircraft, Northwest 727-100 in the bowling shoe livery. This is a really awesome model. Just has that little defect on the nose gear. I was given this for free because the guy at the table saw my name tag says Anderson on it, which is my first name. His last name is Anderson. He thought that was cool, so he gave this to me for free. He's like, come here, just put it in my hands, and I took it. So $10 is what he was trying to sell it for. So not too bad there. What I ended up doing is I saw another one at a different table. In Seattle model aircraft, models are typically very rare, and so what ended up happening is I saw one at another table, the exact same one, it was perfect, mint condition. I think I got it for 35 bucks, which is not a bad deal at all. And that was more of an impulsive decision because I'm like, wow, that's super rare, it's mint condition, I should just get it. So I did, and then I'm like, well, now I have two of these, kind of stupid, so what I did is I found a table with some guys trading. This was the best one they had, in my opinion, to trade for. 40 bucks, so 35 to 40. I guess you could say I gained five bucks off of that trade, which is pretty good. So, that's what happened there, so we're just going to get to it. I do like the Convair CV880. I don't know really anything about them, but I like the look of it, and I'm hoping to educate myself. You guys are going to see that this is a very retro-heavy haul of models here. Because this is a special trip to me, and because I want to remember it for as long as possible, I got all of the models that, for the most part, I got models that I typically wouldn't get. I do love retro models, I just never had the money for it, so that's why I never did until now. Well, let's look at the box there. That's why I never got any retros, but because I wanted this to be such a memorable experience, I got a bunch of retros along with some other cool planes. So this is it here. I'm not going to go in too much detail, I'm just going to give close looks for you guys to see. This is a really cool one. Again, don't know much about these. Would like to get educated on these a bit. I know probably Gemini Jets 1975, who was actually at the convention. He's an awesome guy. I had a blast seeing him. Mark, really good guy. I'm sure he'd probably know a thing or two about these. I think I showed him this. He said he had one. So really awesome, really good looking, very unique. I'm not used to having aircraft like this. So for me, this is a really awesome pickup. Yeah, not much else to say there. We're going to put it off to the side. I don't actually know if I have room here. And holy cow, it's raining cats and dogs. Let's take a look at this. Wow. Thank goodness this wasn't at the convention. My goodness. Pouring, dude. Wow. Alright, quick little intermission there, sorry about that, just kind of caught me off guard there, I guess we could say. So, let's get on to the, might as well, right, because we just talked about this, we might as well go into this one and show you guys what it's all about. So, as I just said, you guys know the story with this one by now, because I already told you, so we'll take it out of the box here, and I'll show you what we're talking about. Aside from that nose gear, it really is good. Another reason I decided to trade the newer one is because of zinc rot. I don't think that this Northwest 727-100 by Seattle Model Aircraft Company is known for zinc rot on this particular release. But I asked around and no one seemed to know any answers, and I didn't want to, take a chance of having two aircraft that could potentially zinc rot in the future. So I just stuck with this one, and I got it for free. So if it zinc rots, I'd rather it not, but if it does, it's not like I lost anything really. So here it is. It really is nice. It's a beautiful plane. They did a really good job. Really good details on this. It's a beautiful livery, beautiful plane. Really like it. And I'll show you the defect. Actually, another thing I noticed is that the right engine seems to be upside down. Looks like they just took the left engine and flipped it around, so it's not exactly proportionate, but it is what it is. Here's what we're dealing with in reference to the nose gear. So it's really not that bad. You can definitely tell it's kind of clunky and goofy, but it's from afar. It doesn't look too bad. So the fact that I got it for $10, or that's what the box says, but the fact that it was actually free for me is really good, and I'm not gonna fuss about it. So really awesome there. I wish I knew the guy's name. Something Anderson is what his name tag said, and I probably have it on film because I filmed literally every part of the convention, so I'll have to go back and look. Speaking of zinc rot, this is another one I got for free from the same guy. Me and the boys just kind of hang around this dude, and we just talked away. He has a lot of cool models. We just chatted it up, and he spontaneously just gave out random models for free. He was showing us zinc rot, and he's like, "Any of you want this for free?" I like, it's not worth anything, so take it home, tear it apart, and see what it's looking like. I'm not gonna tear it apart just because I think it's such an interesting specimen to have in a collection, even if it's not really a functional aircraft at this point, as you can tell. I gotta be really careful because I don't know how fragile this is. Probably could fall apart in your hands at a moment's notice. So there's the box, pretty simple. I wish they would have the years on this because I don't see a year on either of these. So there's that. I'll show you what we're dealing with here in reference to the zinc rot. So yeah, I don't know if it's just me. I want to say that the wings have gotten steeper since I took it out of the box at Dallas. And maybe the tail as well, but it's completely like the metal is just cracked away, all the way down to the nose. Everywhere in between is got zinc rot, so it's not one that can really be used in an airport update. I mean, I guess it could be, but it's just not, probably not the best idea. So it's a shame too, because this was a really cool plane, the United 722. Maybe it's a 100. I don't really know the difference. But that's really it. It's kind of scary to look at. I mean, look at this. Beautiful model plane, but not anymore. It's so different and interesting to have something like that. So that's why I took it, for that reason. Let's go from the right side now because, just to even it up a little bit. So okay, let's take a look. We have a March Air Force Base C-17 Globemaster. I'd always wanted a C-17, but I never had been able to get one. This was a good chance. Really what got me is the beacon light on there. It has a 3D beacon light on the tail, and it's from 2006. That really impressed me because I don't even think the more modern ones have 3D beacon lights, such as the one on this representation here. So I also really like the livery. Although these military aircraft tend to not have much variation, the differences between the liveries are definitely noticed, and this one looks really cool in my opinion. So some of these I want to say were impulsive purchases. I don't think that this one was. It may have been slightly, but then I grew to actually, stick with my decision. I could have very easily sold it to someone else and got my money back. But I didn't, and I think that speaks volumes in terms of why this might not have been an impulsive purchase, kind of like the Northwest 721 by SMA. So this box is kind of troublesome, but we make it work. So throw that off to the side. This is a really cool one. Always wanted a C-17, any really military aircraft. I was going to get a C-5, but then there were other stuff like Braniff that I had to go for first. Spirit of California, I didn't notice that. That's pretty cool. So there's the tail. I really like the C-17 because it's narrower at the base of the vertical stabilizer than at the top, and something about that just looks so cool to me. I didn't notice this either, but it does have a, I don't know what the top piece here is for, but it does have the ramp that opens up, and there's actually some details on there, which is pretty cool. So there's that. When I took it out the first time, it was good, and then I took it out another time, and the ramp was a little bit loose, it seems. So it is. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. It is what it is, I guess. You know, if I have to have it open, fine. It's really nice. I'd recommend it. It's a really cute, short, fat, chubby little plane. It just looks so cool. Military transport aircraft. Really nice. So there's the, my goodness, I'm sorry about the camera work. Not having a great day. You know what it is? It's because I'm not at the convention and I'm missing out, and I want to be back there, and I just miss it so much. And I'm not even being sarcastic, guys, when I say that. I couldn't enjoy my flight home. I was thinking about Airliners the whole time. Couldn't get over it. Next up, we have a Delta MD-90 from 2013. This is a pretty rare one, and it's a really good one as well. I had an MD-90 way back in the day. I don't remember the year on it. May have been a 2014, 15 or something like that. Maybe 2016 even. This one is a little bit better. I would say it's probably the best MD-90 they released in terms of Delta. They did a really good job. Great to have the MD-90 back. If you're wondering, I have taken all of these out of the boxes, unfortunately, for reasons such as the airport update we filmed in the hotel room, and just to take them out before I buy them to make sure I like them enough. In reference to the airport update, I might put a card in the video depending on if I remember to edit this. If not, go to Red River Aviation's channel, scroll down, or figure out, I guess, when it was, maybe search for it. Something like Airliners 2023 airport update is what it's titled. What really got me about this model is that the nose gear rolls, which is crazy because it's so tiny. Main gear, of course, roll, and the tail looks really good. It's very neat. It's just a really good model, really good representation, and there's no defects. Just a really solid aircraft. So there it is. I did fly in the MD-90 way back in the day from Denver to Minneapolis, St. Paul. What I remember about that flight, it was the captain's second to last flight on the MD-90 before he moved up to the 737-900, I think they said. He promised us a very smooth landing in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and it was actually kind of firm. So that was kind of funny, but that's the MD-90. We'll move on to, man, it's getting harder to talk, man. I talked for hours straight the last couple of days. Now I gotta do an unboxing, so I'll probably have a bunch of Airliners videos coming out after this in the coming weeks or months, depending on how long it takes me to edit. So keep your eye out for that. This is an exclusive. I think there were 35 units or something around there made of this exact model. Only 35. Usually they do hundreds or thousands of units per aircraft. 35. So this is really exclusive, made for the Airliners International Convention, and I hope they do it again next year with a different aircraft. That would be so cool. It's so cool just to have your own exclusive from an event like this. It's very nice. Really appreciate it. They sold out, I think, pretty quickly. This was actually the first model I bought within like 5 minutes of getting into the ballroom. So it's the 200th JetBlue aircraft, November 942 Juliet Bravo, and the prism tail. Just got that special little sticker on the back. It's really good. I think the sharklets have been improved slightly. The angled back is better, but it's still very sharp when you look at it from head on. So really good model here. Nice to have another JetBlue. This is my second JetBlue actually, aside from the Panda Models exclusive from the RM Model Store. And that's it for the JetBlue. It's really nice. The titles look beautiful. It's gorgeous. I didn't think to see what the name was on this one. Menta Fresca, something like that. Really good. So there's the JetBlue 321. Awesome stuff. At this point, I'm not even putting the boxes back together, so I apologize. We got the Braniff 707 327 with the Schuko. I don't know what that thing is there. It says historical retro jets livery. I didn't notice that the first time. That's pretty cool. Braniff had a couple liveries. This is another airline I want to get educated on, and aircraft. The 707, honestly, if there's a plane to be scared of, the 707 is really scary looking, I think. 2002. I would love to be educated more on Braniff. Because this convention was at Dallas-Fort Worth, which was a Braniff hub, it may have actually even been their main base, I can't really remember. But because it was at Dallas-Fort Worth, which had a ton of Braniff operations in the past, there were a ton of Braniff memorabilia, models, everything in between at the convention for that reason. So, I got this one for $34.95 with a discount. I think it came to like $33. No, it was $32.96 because I got a discount and I had 4 cents to spare. I blew every last buck except for 4 cents. This was the last aircraft I got, and I'm glad I settled for this one. I almost got the green one, and then because I had the 727, it would have been nice to have a green 707 to pair with the 727, but because I had the green 727, I figured probably the best thing to do, although it would be nice to have both, probably if I had to choose one, the best thing to do would be to get the blue. Another thing I didn't notice that the tail is actually made of plastic, which I didn't know they did that way back in 2002, so that's pretty cool. I guess it's not cool, it's just interesting. But this is a really nice one. Really decent detail for 2002. It's just a beautiful, beautiful plane. Really good. Again, I got a lot of retro stuff because of the kind of trip that this was. I wanted to remember every last second and make it different. And in order to remember it even better, I got models that I usually would not get. In this case, never, with the Braniff and a couple others that you'll see here in a few moments. Alright. Let's get to the Ozark 727. I got this one on the first day there. It may have been like maybe my fourth. I got the Ozark 727 and the Braniff 727, I think from the same table. I think. Sounds right to me. So, Ozark is another one I'd like to be educated on some. It's a really cool livery, really cool operations. I think they had a base or a hub out of St. Louis, which is really awesome. Put it down gently. I'm so torn up, guys. I've been thinking about Airliners all day. I got 4 hours of sleep last night because my flight got in at 2 a.m., got home at 3 a.m., had to get up at 7 a.m. for my brother's graduation. That's why I had to come home early, because of that graduation. And I got 4 hours of sleep. And, you know, I tried to go back to bed after the graduation, but I couldn't, because I was so excited about everything that I'd done, looking at all the footage, all the models. If that explains to you how crazy this all was, I don't know what will. So, Ozark 727, this is gorgeous. I honestly might prefer this to the Braniff. This has a little bit more of a minty green, whereas the Braniff is more of a Aer Lingus type of paint scheme, if you know what I mean. This is just so nice. This is really, really nice. Love it. Gemini jets. We do have a Gemini Select, which is really interesting. I almost got an Eastern 727 instead of that, but the Eastern had, it looked like it could have been polished a little bit better. So I would still have gotten the Eastern if I had extra couple bucks to spend, but that's alright. So yeah. Really, really nice. And I hope to build off of this fleet at next year's Airliners in Kansas City. So I'm going to probably quit with the retro. Honestly, at each Airliners, to remember it more, I might just only get retros for that reason. I don't know yet. Unless something else really good comes up online, like a Southwest 732, which I got once online. We'll have to see. This says 49. I got it for 45, so not too bad. If I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have been able to get the Braniff 707. So this is a 2001. I don't think I got anything before 2000. I think the Continental was 2008. Wow, I didn't know it was that late, that recent. So pretty cool. As I said, this is a little bit more, reminds me of Aer Lingus old livery a little bit more than the Ozark. So this is really good. Braniff is so beautiful. I really miss Dallas, dude. I gotta go back. Gotta go back. You guys gotta be there at Kansas City next year. Would love to meet you guys. We had the whole squad. We had Mark, Gemini Jets 1975, Citrus Aviation, Red River Aviation, ROC Aviation, AS Aviation. Who else? There's other people for sure. Alpine Aviation, all super great guys. It's crazy to meet them all in person. JJ Skippy, of course, how could I forget? So many awesome guys there. And girls, of course. Which there were, actually. You wouldn't think that girls in an aviation event were there, but there were some. So, they're all still there today. I think, last I checked, they were in the ballroom. And Citrus Aviation actually asked Todd Michaels, when are we going to see a Delta Embraer 175? And he said by next February, so there we go. Gemini Select. This is my first Gemini Select. This is another reason I picked this over the Eastern. It was also $10 cheaper. 500-piece limited edition, special box art, Gemini Select. And it still looks really good. So we're going to get this baby open. Pop the top if you understand that reference. Comment below. Let's get to it. We love to see it. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they put my GSE. So there's a tow bar in here. I'm gonna have to. I can't find the. I think it must have fallen out, but they put the actual tug piece in there as well. So I'm actually gonna get up real quickly because I think I saw it a couple minutes ago. Maybe here it is. Actually, it's perfect. I didn't think it'd be that easy to find. Thought I'd be stumbling around for minutes. But these are 3D printed. If you know anything about 3D printers, you should know this should not be possible with a 3D printer. I mean, some of these parts of this are less than a millimeter thin, and this has to be a multi-$1,000 printer to be able to do this. And what's more, oh, did it snap? It may have snapped. What's more is that we actually, our tow bar can pop into there. Yeah, it did snap, so it would have been able to fit right into there and stay in place, but because I was reckless, you gotta just balance it now, so whatever, we'll put that off to the side here. Guys, this is amazing, it really is. Alright, Continental 722, let's get to it. Really good job here, really, really nice. Gemini Select again, stunning. Absolutely stunning. Becoming quite a 722, even a 100 as well, enthusiast, after getting all these. Old Gemini releases just hit different. They really do. Really, really awesome. Super good. Super, super nice. So there we go. Alright. Now we're on to our final two, and we'll be done with this, and then I'm going to try to edit some our other bits of the convention. I'm putting together so many clips just to be able to watch. It's going to make me cry so bad, really. I cried on the plane on the way home, so, you know, I wasn't even watching footage there, so to actually see the footage again, it sucks, dude. It really sucks. We got a stand here that I didn't end up taking out earlier, so this is nice to have that. Here's our plastic, our little package here. trying to do this quick for you guys. I don't want to keep you here all day. There we go. Yep. Okay. Here's a quick little lesson. If you don't know how to put them in, basically just line it up, pop it down, and slide it forward. First couple of times are a little tight, so you just gotta do your best. There. This one's really firm. Wow, I'm impressed with that. Come on. Come on. Dang. I might have to get a knife and kind of carve some of that out, because that was really tight. So I don't trust it until it's fully in place, because I don't want this thing to break. So currently it's the this is the Singapore A380. I don't even think I made note of that yet. So currently it has the gear down. Just look at this. Look at that. So currently it has the gear down. We're gonna put the gear. We're gonna put it in the gear up position as if it's in flight, because we have that ability, and I haven't done it yet, despite having this model since the first day of the convention. So we're gonna do that. I gotta go back to Dallas, man. I'm so sad. All right, let's get this open. They gave us some little toothpick-like pieces to get the stuff out if we ever want to change configuration, which is really nice of them. We're gonna bring the Freedom 1 box. My gosh, guys, I'm sorry. Bring the Freedom 1 box over to do some surgery on this puppy. They're magnetic, so just pop them out, pop the other stuff in. Let's see here. That's the nose gear. This is for the see, they have little bits that would make it so that you can see if it's in the wrong place, but I don't know which way that these go. And they don't have a left or right symbol on them. I'm assuming it probably goes towards the inside. Well, maybe not. It's sticking out a little bit. Let's try this. And they stick out either way. Oh well, no biggie. Okay. I don't know. That's a little weird. Here's the outer gear door coverings. No, that's not right. Sorry guys, trying my best here. It's pretty difficult. Come on, get in there. Feel free to skip ahead, because I don't want to have to pause the video again. I'm gonna fix the phone in a second, guys. So just bear with me. Skip ahead if you have to. I don't mind at all. Working on the right. Come on, dude. Working on the right side. Right is complete. The nose gear. Which way is this supposed to go? Red should be facing back, it looks like. Oh, well, that's a little bit tight. Maybe I don't want to put that in all the way. Won't be able to get it out. Alright. I'll fix you guys now. So, here's the nose gear door. I don't know if I want to put it in because it's really tight and I don't want it to get stuck. Alright, so unless it goes the other way, but I don't think it does. No, there's no way it does. It's literally not even symmetrical. So, whatever. I'm not really going to display it with the gear up configuration, most likely. I'll just leave it out. From the side, you wouldn't even be able to notice anyways. Where'd that go? There it is. So not a big deal. So Singapore A380, really nice. Really good stuff. So there it is. Running out of room here. My goodness. Guess it's not really a bad thing, just kind of surprising. Never had this many models. Actually, I take it back. I did have a quite large unboxing a while ago. over 2 years at this point, which is crazy. Or no, it hasn't quite been 2 years. It's been a year and maybe 9 months, 8 or 9 months. Last model, guys, and then you guys get to go. Or if you want to go now or whenever. This is for all of us here. So, got the Freedom 1738. I actually got this one from the one and only Todd Models, Mr. Michaels from Gemini Jets, social media manager. Elliot Epstein, the president, was actually there too. I saw him, but I was not able to say hi. I did see Todd before in Vegas, which was super cool. So I saw him again 6 or 7 years later, and we chatted it up. And he remembered me, and I remembered him, of course. So this has magnetic gears. Interesting thing about this is that it's very lightweight, considering it's a Gemini 200. I did pick up a Southwest 737 MAX 8 by Gemini 200 as well. It was 3 times the weight and approximately the same size. But this is really nice. It could be better with the mold, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's still a really nice one, so happy to have it in my collection. Recommend getting it if you can find it. Maybe NG will do it if they ever do a 1-200 737 mold. That would be really nice. Alright guys, that's it. I need to go. I'm tired. I need to relax. Honestly, I may end up redoing this unboxing. If I don't, then here you are. But if I do, then obviously you won't see this one. But I gotta get going. I'm stressed. I'm starting to miss Dallas so much. I just need to go watch some footage back and take a look. So if you guys can get to Kansas City next year, do it. Don't even question it. Just go. Just do it, guys. It's so worth it. It's so worth it. Words can't explain how much fun it is. You gotta go. You guys gotta go. Really. I'm getting choked up just talking about it, dude. Oh my goodness. Yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, regardless of it being a little bit, it started out really well, I think, and then towards the end I just kind of fell off and was getting lazy and just, you know how it goes. I'm sorry. So, hope you guys enjoyed it regardless. Please consider giving the video a like, subscribing to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave me a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.